They say the forest behind our town is older than the map. It doesn't appear on Google Earth. No trails, no markers, just a dense stretch of trees no one talks about, bordered by a rusted wire fence and a warning sign with the letters long faded. I never had a reason to go near it until I heard the sound. It started as a low hum, almost musical. I was walking home one night, late shift, no cars on the road, just me, the woods on my right, and that sound rising from the trees. It was faint at first, like a tuning fork buried underground. But the closer I got to the fence, the louder it became, higher in pitch, layered, almost intelligent. I stood there, frozen, one hand on the cold metal fence. I could feel it vibrating under my palm. The next night, it returned. Louder, closer, and not alone. There were footsteps, not human. Heavy, but slow. Something moved behind the trees, just far enough to stay hidden. I told my roommate. He laughed, said I needed sleep. Maybe I did. But when he came with me the next night, we both heard it. That deep, resonant note like 1,000 voices humming the same tone. No wind, no crickets. Just the sound, pulsing like a living thing. He didn't laugh after that. In fact, he wouldn't go near the woods again. That would have been the end of it. I should have left it alone. But I didn't. I started recording the sound on my phone, night after night. Same place. I posted one clip online. It went viral. People said it sounded like a warning. Others said it calmed them. One user claimed they'd heard it once before, then went missing. 3 days later, I found a path. I don't know how I missed it before. A break in the fence, barely wider than a shoulder. The sound was different that night. It felt directed, like it was calling me in. I stepped through. The forest was wrong, too quiet. The trees too close together. Every footstep muted, like the ground was swallowing the sound. I followed the tone through a twisting path, deeper than I thought possible. Then I saw it. A clearing. Perfectly circular. In the center, a stone structure, spiraling, like a shell or a speaker. The sound came from within it. I approached. The vibration hit me in the chest, my eyes blurred. For a moment, I forgot where I was. Then I heard my own voice, not a recording, not an echo. My actual voice, speaking words I'd never said. It was pleading, desperate. Turn around, it's not too late. But I didn't turn around. I walked to the stone. I looked inside. I won't tell you what I saw, not because I can't, because I don't think it wants me to. The sound hasn't stopped. Now it's in me. If you hear it too, don't follow it. The days after I entered the forest blurred. I remember waking up in my bed, fully clothed, shoes still muddy. My phone was dead, though I could have sworn I'd charged it. The audio files were gone, every one of them. I asked my roommate what happened. He just looked at me, pale. Said I hadn't come home for 2 nights. He'd called the police, filed a report. They'd searched but found nothing. Then, I showed up on the doorstep just before sunrise. I didn't remember any of it. He moved out the next day. The sound followed me. At first, I thought it was in my head, a phantom echo. But then I noticed other things. Static on the TV, even when it wasn't on. My radio turning itself on, always tuned to dead air. My cat won't go near me. And sometimes in mirrors, I see my reflection mouthing words I can't hear. One night, I tried sleeping with earplugs. The silence was worse. The sound wasn't in the air, it was in my bones. I contacted a man online, someone who'd commented on the video before it vanished, claimed he'd been to a similar forest in Eastern Europe, said he saw a monument like mine, swore the sound was alive, feeding on attention. He went dark the next day, account deleted. I went back to the forest, not to go inside, just to see if it was still there. The break in the fence had healed, wires twisted together like scar tissue. The warning sign was newer now, no rust, just one word in block letters: listen. I stood there for hours, hoping to hear it again. I didn't. But that night, the sound came back louder than ever, woke me from a dead sleep. The walls vibrated, my glass shattered. In the mirror across the room, I watched my reflection grin. Then it spoke, not with my voice. We're almost through. It's not just me anymore. People are starting to hear it in town. A low, droning hum they can't trace. One woman swore she saw tree bark peeling itself open like skin. A teenager went missing last weekend after claiming he could see the sound. His friends said he walked into the woods without a word, left his phone on the ground, still recording. The audio file? Just humming. But buried in the background, my voice. I don't remember saying those words, but it's definitely me. One more, then the gate opens. The sound is spreading, through recordings, through vibrations in water. Dogs have started barking at empty spaces. A baby was born completely deaf. The doctor said there's no medical explanation. Her ears are perfectly formed. I think the sound took her hearing, like a tax. I tried to destroy the monument. I tried fire, acid. I even paid a crew to bulldoze the area. But every time when I go back, it's still there. And it always looks older. I started dreaming in static. I speak languages I've never learned. My sleep recordings play back whole conversations, in reverse. One of them ended with this: the spiral must be heard to be known, and once known, it is forever. Now people across the world are hearing it. The video was reposted, archived, spliced into audio ads and podcasts. People are sharing it like a challenge, a meme. Can you hear the sound? Some can't stop hearing it. Some report insomnia, paranoia. Others disappear. One woman said she dug a spiral into her living room floor and sat in it for 3 days. When they found her, she couldn't speak, but her heartbeat matched the sound's frequency. There are rumors of others, survivors, people who went into the woods and came back wrong, eyes too wide, smiling too much, and always humming. I don't know how to stop it. I don't think I was ever supposed to. Maybe that was the point. They needed a vessel, a voice, a carrier. And now, I am the sound. If you're reading this, it's already begun. You're already listening.